Hi everyone, welcome back. So we're on day 19 today. Let's get started with a little bit of a warm up. Let's take a nice deep breath in, bring our arms overhead, and then big stretch down. Let's just stretch the arms up one more time and back down. So working our legs today and our shoulders and abs. So no lunges today, just squats. And of course you can do the sit to stance if you want to make it a little bit easier than the squats, or if your knees are having a hard time with the squats, definitely use the chair, that's okay too. Always pushing up through your heels as you stand up. Let's just go to the wall, hang on to the wall, and let's just open up the hips a little bit here. We'll do that 3 times. And then let's bring the leg forward and stretch it back just nicely, going slowly, coming forward and stretching back one more time and back. Let's switch to the other side. So as you know, I always recommend doing a proper 5-minute warm-up in the beginning before you come to this workout. And then let's bringing the leg forward and back again. Let's do that 2 more times. Excellent. Let's just do some high knees here. So bringing the knees up high. One more time on each side. Good. And walking it out a little bit longer. Okay, so you've done your 5-minute warm-up before. We are ready to get going. We're going to start with squats. We're just going to do 12. Do as many as you can. If all you can do is 8 or 9 or 10, that's okay. You're working with yourself and always trying to challenge yourself and doing a little bit more than you did last time. So let's get started. Having the feet wide, we're going to bring the hips far back and press up through the heels and stand up. Let's go again. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you've got 2 more, 11, and if you can, 1 more, and 12. Excellent. Okay, going on to the deadlifts, grabbing a heavy weight. You know this exercise by now, and bring your hips back, and then coming back up again. Let's just take one nice deep breath, and breathing out. Good. Okay, so finding that weight that suits you best. So your hamstrings are fairly strong by now after we're onto our 4th week, so you should be able to handle a fairly heavy weight. You know yourself best, so do what works for you. Having the feet shoulder width apart, let's go. So bringing those hips back, feeling that stretch in the back of the legs, and coming up again. That's 1. Now let's get those glutes involved. Let's squeeze the glutes as we stand. And this is 3. And squeeze. 4. And squeeze. 5. 6. 7. 8. Always squeezing those glutes when you're standing. 9. 10, and we've got 2 more. 11, and if you can, 1 more. And 12, and squeeze those glutes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Okay, putting those weights down, we are going to pick up a light weight. So I'm going to show you what we're doing first. So we are doing squats again. This time having the feet a little bit closer together. So you're going to squat back. So you're holding the weight, so I'll use the weight so you can see exactly what we're doing. So going down, making sure that you're pressing those hips far back. Okay, so when you're going down, you're pressing back as far as you can. Come back up. And then we're going into a lateral raise, front raise, and down. So choose a light weight here because we're going out to the side and then forward. It's a little bit harder than just if we were doing lateral or just doing front raise. Okay, so find that weight. So anywhere probably between a 1 to a 5, but likely most people will want a 2 or 3 pound weight. So again, you choose. Okay, we ready? So I'll stand this way just because it makes more sense for you to be able to see. So feet shoulder width apart, pressing that bum far back, okay? So hips really go far back, coming up, going into that lateral raise, coming forward and down. That's 1. We're doing 12. Let's go. Coming up. That's 2. Squatting down, pressing through the heels. This is 3. And down. 4. So how far down you go is totally up to you. You don't need to go that far, of course. 5. This is 6. And 7. 8. This is 9. So pressing up through those heels, it takes some pressure off the knees. And 10. And 2 more. This is 11. Last one, ready? Pressing up through those heels, arms going out, forward, and slowly back down. Good. Okay, our next one is the calf raise. So if you want to use a chair, you can. If you want to hold weights to make it a little bit harder, you can do that as well. Otherwise, just standing, lifting those heels up. I personally like using the chair whenever I do this one. I find that I can focus more on my calves or holding onto a wall and lifting up rather than focusing on balance, because the purpose of this exercise is not about balance, it's more about gaining strength in your calves. So use a chair if you want to, or hold onto the wall. I think you'll notice too that you will be able to focus more rather than focusing on that balance. So either holding the back of a chair, it's not like it's helping you, it's just kind of there to help you balance, that's all, but it's not making the exercise easier, or holding onto the wall. Ready? So lifting the heels up as high as you can and coming down. All right, let's go. This is 2. So we are doing as many as we can here. 4. So just keep going. This is 10. So knees are not bent here, your legs are fairly straight. So at the point where you start to feel that burn, you can go a little bit past that feeling of that burning sensation where you can feel that your calves are definitely getting a workout, but you can keep going as well. So just keep going with me for a little while. But if at any point you feel you need to stop, that you feel it's enough, then of course, just stop. Okay, for those who are still with me, we're just gonna do a little of a burnout here. So we're just gonna go halfway down and up and pick up that pace. Let's just do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now that you should definitely be feeling that in your calves. Let's just do a little bit of rotations with our ankle. And then going in the opposite direction. Okay, the next, we have only 4 more exercises. We are going to get onto the floor, or you're gonna use the chair. So we've done this one before. We're doing the, let me grab the chair and show you. So if you're standing, this is what you're gonna be doing. You're going to be just bringing that leg out. Try not to allow your body to do that. Try and stay in a fairly straight line. Just bringing that foot out. This knee is slightly bent, it's soft. Okay, so going out and back in. 2. And you're just continuing that, following what I'm doing. For those of you who can get onto the floor, we're gonna do it on the floor. It makes it a little bit harder, but you absolutely do not need to get on the floor, okay? And then after that one, we're doing the circles, which you've done with me before, so you know what you're doing standing. That's all we've done. But again, those who want to get on the floor, you can. So the next ones are the side raise, then we're doing the circles, then we're doing our plank and abs, and then you're done. So grab your chair or get onto the floor. So you're going to be going onto your side on the floor. I'll grab my phone so we have it ready for the plank. Okay, so on the floor, I'll give you a minute to get into position. So your knees are just slightly bent here, getting into it. If you want to, you can have a towel underneath your hips if you find it hard on the hips to be on the floor. Okay, let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, if you can, keep that foot up and we're gonna circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now relax that leg just for a minute, or a few seconds, I should say. And then we're gonna bring it up again and we're just gonna pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, do it as long as you can. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's it, okay? So switch to the other side. If you are on the floor, you can just turn around. You don't have to turn all the way around, you don't need to face me because you can hear what I'm saying anyway, just to make it easier on yourself. So going on to the other side. Okay, we're ready? Let's go. 1. So keep your foot a little bit flexed as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's do our circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's relax the legs for a few seconds, and then we'll just do the 10 pulses. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, taking a bit of a breather here. Nice deep breath in and breathing out. And when you're ready, we're going to get into the plank position. So let's just give another 10 seconds just to relax for a minute here. We're going to do 45 seconds for the plank today. Try, and I know a lot of people are, some people are at 20, some are at 30 seconds, some of you are at a minute, but I don't want to, I think 45 seconds is a good amount right now. And if you want to do more, you can just hold on to it a little bit longer. Okay, let's get into position. Having that towel underneath your knees if you find it hard to get onto the floor on your knees. Okay, and I will start the time in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. That's 5. Try and brace your abs. Think of your abs being strong here. 10. 15. 20. 25. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, and bring those knees down. Excellent. For those of you who are continuing, I'll just give you a few seconds to continue, since I don't want you to stop if you are wanting to go longer. So we'll give those people a little bit longer. For the rest of us, we're going to get into that ab position. And we'll wait a little bit longer. So if you're in the chair for the abs, you're just sitting on the edge of the chair and you're leaning back into the chair when we get started. We're doing the same thing as last time. Okay, everyone ready? So on the floor or on your chair, let's lean back. We're just going to have our hands to one side, go to the other side. So the whole time keeping those abs tight as you can, okay? Don't worry too much about how you're breathing. Just as I said before, just make sure you are breathing. So going back and forth, focusing on keeping those abs tight and strong. Keep going. So just go as long as you can here. Your abs will be a little bit tired already because of the plank. Now for those of you who are still with me, or if you needed to take a break, you can just stop and then come back into it when you're ready. So now we're just gonna punch. So punch from one side to the other, keeping those abs tight and strong the whole time. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, that's it. So let's stand up. And if you want to get in a little bit more of a leg workout, if you feel like you didn't get in quite enough, this is just a little bit of a bonus. You don't have to do it. If you feel your legs got enough, please don't worry about doing this one. We're just gonna pulse it out a little bit with a squat, but it's a bit of a challenger, so only if you feel you want to do it, okay? All right, for those who want to, let's just do this for a little bit. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then standing up. Good, all done. Let's just stretch out the legs. So let's do a quad stretch. So as you know, you can use the chair to bring your foot up onto the chair if you have a hard time reaching your foot and stretching that way. Otherwise, we're gonna hold our foot or hold the back of your shoe, bringing the knees close together, holding that stretch. Taking some nice deep breaths, being proud of being here today and doing it again. So we've got tomorrow and then next week. And so next week I'll be designing the program that you can redo the last week as much as you want. You don't want to stop now. Switch legs. You've all worked really hard with these strength workouts, and you know, most of you have talked about how you're noticing gains, strength gains. So it's really important to continue. So we'll do next week, and then at the end of the week I'll kind of explain how to carry on from there. And let's bring that foot back, so pressing into that back heel, pushing it into the floor, feeling that stretch here. And then switching to the other side. And then let's just bring the toes up, feeling that in the whole back of the leg. And switching to the other side. And standing up straight, let's just bring one arm forward, stretching out our shoulders, so bring that arm across. And then switching to the other side. So arm goes out in front and cross that in front. And then just bring the arms back and forth to stretch them out a little bit more. Let's do that 2 more times. So stretching it back And last time. And you are done. So I will hopefully see you tomorrow for your last day this week. And I look forward to hearing about your progress, and have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.